boy, where you watch? Look where you watch. Know where you watch. Choose the right thing to watch. And this enough to watch. Sticky Stucky Sweet TV with Keith Gag on Facebook and YouTube. And that enough to watch. The movie star fly take off from Palpatine TV, so that. Boom!
A big sound, a play a big tune.
Ja holy Emmanuel I, boy. Ja Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. Well, Gideon go busting out them head again. So much oppression poor people face right now. Them crying out for freedom. Them crying out for free speech. Then said them want to stand up like them black liberators, like Malcolm X and Martin Luther and the ancient monarchy where come pave the way, sir. Free up black people from me tear down them fence, yeah. Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon, well, the Gideon go busting out them head. I listen, I see, I the power of the Trinity. Give us the teaching of His Majesty, and we know war, not every...
Blow, Mr. Gargan, blow. Blow till me dance up me toe.
Woman, you sexy from your born. Walkie, 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 woman. You born sexy. You sexy from your born. Spin your roll, make them see the bumper. I no dumper. Walkie, 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 woman. Woman, you sexy from your born. Walkie, 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 woman. Me like how you walk. You just a walkie, walkie, walkie. And a talkie, talkie up. You back it up, cock it up, fling it up, ice it up. The thing pretty, pretty, and buffy, buffy, buffy. Walkie, 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 woman. You know sucky, sucky, sucky. You like when me shooby, shooby, shooby up. Walkie, 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 woman. Me like when you sweaty, 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 and wetty, wetty, wetty. Just like when rain a fall off of your body like a raindrop. Walkie, 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 woman. Me like when you wake up and you put on your makeup. Then you say you want to brace up, not tears up. Make me feel up, feel up. Then we kiss up, and the lips. That and the split up, split up. Yo, walkie, 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 woman. Me like how you walk. You just a walkie, 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 and a talkie, talkie up. Yo, the thing pretty, pretty, and buffy, buffy, buffy. You know floppy, 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 or sappy, sappy, sappy. Your skin smooth like a young baby body. That's why them a watchy, 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 and a chatty, chatty, chatty. Woman, you sexy from walkie, walkie, walkie. Yo, me like when you wake up and you put on your makeup. Then you say you want come brace up. Yo, make me kiss up, woman. You sexy from your and the lips, not on the split up, split up. Yo, walkie, walkie, walkie. You just a walkie, walkie, walkie. Walkie, 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 woman. Me like how you walk. Woman, you sexy from your band. You like when me draw the long gun and me stick you up. Walkie, just a pinty, pinty up. Way, walkie, walkie, walkie. Woman, you sexy from your band. Woman, you sexy from your band. Woman, you sexy from your band. Woman, you sexy from your band.
So the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Andrew Holness, shares a conversation he had with another Black man in Jamaica who had a conversation with one of the assistant managers of a Chinese wholesale club in Jamaica. And that young Chinese man said that Black people are the most stupidest people to ever walk the planet. And he's going to explain why. Take a look at this.
The Chinese manager said to him that Black people are the stupidest set of people that has ever walked the face of the earth. The Chinese said to him that there's no other race in the world more stupider than Black people, and that's why Black people is to the bottom of every economic ladder in the world, and they will never rise up. He told him, he said, you know, this is a Black country, and in this Black country, a Chinese or any other ethnicity, any other race of people, whether it's Indian, Chinese, Arabs, and he went on, said, and they can come into a Black country and they can set up a business next to a Black person in a Black country, And with the help of the black people, they will put the black man out of business in a matter of weeks. When he highlighted the fact that black people are stupid, I was in awe. But when he explained it to me, I must agree. For another ethnicity to come to our land and tell us that we are the stupidest set of people that has ever walked the face of the earth, we would argue and get angry, but it's a fact. Because you can set up a store no matter what your prices are. Once the Chinese are selling next to you, the Chinese will shop with the Chinese. If you set up a business, the same thing applies to the Indian. Indians will first shop with Indians. Europeans will shop with Europeans. Black people are the only race of people who will spend their money with another race of people who don't like them or who don't care about them. So I must agree with the young Chinese man. We are, so far in that situation, the stupidest set of people that has ever walked the face of the earth.
So Andrew Holness does say he agrees with this Chinese man as it relates to the way that we as a community will support other businesses that are owned by other races when we see other races support their people. So as he said, Chinese, Indian owned businesses, they shop from their people and their people shop with them and for them, and they invest in their people's business, where we as a race will invest in anything and any race.
Hey, bro, God, you tell lie to the people. Control, man, you lie and you're evil. You take a word on a sentence the other day. I tell a woman how they do. But when the woman look round and see a bro God, the woman say, I rebuke you. You are Matthew Samuda, I walk in a sentence. I try to fool the people them. But them say, bro, God, you lie. And you're too dry.
Good night, everyone. My name is Daniel Thomas. I'm the president of the Love March Movement, which is a youth organization, and we have an initiative called Colorblind, which is where we encourage young people to be engaged in political and national matters with an unbiased eye, without political assignment or, alignment rather. Okay, so my issue that I would like to raise at this time is with respect to needs. All right? Now, I am not, and we are not, against a national ID. We see the benefit of it. There are great pros. It will fill gaps in the country. But we believe that in its current form, it poses significant issues for many Jamaicans, especially with the fact that there has not been, in my opinion, and many other Jamaicans, 60,000, I checked the petition this morning, 60,000 Jamaicans here and abroad who feel that there needs to be more consultation, ventilation of the issues.
You know what I reject? Do you know what I reject? I reject the view that somehow you have a higher moral authority on this matter than I do.
Our young people are looking at this and they're saying this is something that is right because the politicians, the leaders of our country, this is something that they do. So, Mr. Prime Minister, I would like for you to, first of all, apologize on the way you responded to the question.
Yo. What's good? What's cooking? What's popping? Up and running, up and gunning. Sticky Stocky Sweet TV. Keith Gargan, Cassava, Passava, Man Over Matter, up and running. So see, the reason I'm sure that little clip there, you can see the tyrant of Andrew Holness, the tyrant person when he is. So you see the young youth them try to get to him, and the youth them are intelligent youth, him have young son too, And them youth that are the truth, but they can't, you come to about every youth have more moral understanding more than him. So who is him? So he feel like say know everything. So when me say look like some people slow to pick up on this, A long time I say this, I don't see nobody use a word there. I don't see nobody use a word too tough. Dictatorship. That I go on from Rascal to COVID, From running he call election a COVID, that this how the dictatorship start. But him do it so smoothly, and we can't prove it, because brother, him mouth just there so, over there so, down there so, up there so, all over the place. For your prime minister, because the man so lie, he don't remember what him say. All them things the people now check them things, they say look like him really have a spell upon Jamaican people. Because me don't know. And me see, it's a dictator country. And boy, I tell you, say, in at the end of the day, Jamaica people so quiet. Me no know Jamaica people like that, you know. If this is not a spell, I don't know what is a spell. But I know him getting through because everybody quiet. Him quiet everybody up to the opposition. I'm not going to stop that as far as me can see out of my eye. Because what me see happen, you know, and what me see happen right now, a 7 body, you can call it organization still, but me I'll call it body. Because I don't really deal with body, you know, because body is something where in a mag, when somebody pass, them structure be turn a body. So me no call myself a body. So you can't talk about a body. So when you call about a body, a business. So them is a body. Because a body, all of them is a body. So body, we know how that body belongs, you know. So them just have your time. So me talk about the 7 bodies or bodies we run Jamaica. And it a squeeze Jamaica like a sponge ball, a squeeze it like that, little by little. And guess what now? The squeezing when I squeeze like that, like a sponge ball, does a squeeze as hard as them can, hard. It's not. Everybody will feel it, you know, the squeezing, you know. I just the poor people them. So I'm going to squeeze the shit out of them. Yeah, man. I'm going to squeeze the shit out of them. And that's what I do. And them still support him. Yeah. So I'm talking about the 7 bodies now we control Jamaica. The Governor General, right? The Governor General. He might the main one, you know. He might the head of the clan. Him supposed to go to jail. I talk about that's Andrew alone, because him at the top man. Kingpin. Remember, you know, anytime them raid a drug camp or whatever, and them whole certain fishes, you know, small fish down the side, you know, down the line. They will do anything to get to the top. The head of the organization, they will do anything to get there, so we hold that person, because him are the man. And people take them eye off of the ball and see what this Governor General do. Because a stark, born labor right. Bruce Golden put him in. Because I do some things and I can see where this brother deal with, you know. And you can big up yourself, Dion Jackson Miller. Because when I time kind of beat you to some little way. But to be truthful, you have some balance in it, because I never even expect you. And from other days, I see you punch some things, you know. You bore some hole. Yeah, man. So big you up for that. To be truthful. So, the Governor General, the brother if lock up. Minister of Security, Ore Strong, him for lock up. Anyway, I'm on the WikiLeaks file anyway. For a lot of corruption, gun running, money laundering, all them rascal thing there. Yeah. So I'm dead up this already. And the one and only Andrew Wellness, right? So I'm talk about the call out this fucking Governor General, Minister of Security, Ore Strong, Police Commissioner, Ian Blake, we want to name. That's 4. The Prime Minister, right? Then you have the JCF, the JDF, the media, and last but not least, the PSOJ. So those are the four rascal top bodies were hang on pan Jamaican neck. Tight. Squeeze them like a sponge. Squeeze, we have squeeze, rag out the water out of it, squeeze it dry. That them a do, But them a do it in so much psychological way. Use big words. And the people when they use the big words too, don't understand a word them are saying, They just run with it. Can we see it happen? Yeah, just run with it. They don't understand a word. What it mean. And that go on. So them people here, or can you get around these people? When the media, when you have these people control a government, and you have a lot of things that pop up right now, But you look, how can you that is a shackle around Jamaican people. Because when the police is not with the people, not serving and protecting, JDF are the same thing. The media not reporting when they're supposed to report. So that's why I say big up yourself, Dean Jackson Miller. Yeah. The PSOJ, them are carrying all the drugs, them. And Andrew is a part of it because he allowed them to do that. He don't have nothing, so that's why they love him, so. And that's why they put the money into him party to make him stay in power. I just saw them go and walk. So the media, the PSOJ, the JDF, the JCF, the police, down the Prime Minister, the Police Commissioner, the Governor General, the Minister of Security, we sleep in a parliament every rascal out there. Yo. So I'm going to tell you something. Them there, people have them rascal and round Jamaica neck. I squeeze the shit out of it. And when we say up now, in this award now, the man them them award some people for some non-performance, right? But when we look upon it now, it's not award. They reward them. This is just peer reward. How can you tell where you got award Christopher Tough Tongue for what? That man should resign long time and kick out any other country that will not happen, only in Jamaica. So them reward now Glass Poll, the head of election, to TV election. You look at the brother the face, boy, I tell you, that's what them do. And the next one we never deserve nothing again because she's a propaganda, Emilia Shield, right? You want disgrace. Let me look on you, because when we notice that, when we say that as well, because remember, you're married to a born Englishman, white Englishman. His parents never do nothing in Jamaica. He not nothing on this soil here. Right? He just come here so and look like so well and anyway, he make you reach your destiny. If it was Mark Shield, nobody would even know you. So it's like you really sometimes you pick up some things, So Mark Shield, give the name. Else you wouldn't name you would never done nowhere. You would look if you had the blood clot, blogging on YouTube. Because you don't depend on a corporate station. And Mark Shield. So the power of man still. But what I try to say is a white man, real Englishman. And you know no problem married to him, sleep with him. Right? But Mark Golden, when father do so much, right? When father do so much to Jamaican. In father do so much for Jamaican. The rehab is still a university where people have benefit from today. Imagine that. And you talk down the brother like that. Like you hate him. And you married to an Englishman. You just can't see the type of person one is. So your little award where you get from the Prime Minister is not a award, a reward. Them just reward you. And that's all them do when them reward the corruption around them. And you're a part of it. Yeah man, you're a part of it. you, Emila Shield. So that's all it is. And there's no one, the communists have to talk when me see, you know. I remember saying, you know, Andrew will this state so well and keep on doing that too as well. The third term is for the people them. Remember I said that? The third term is for you, the people. So now the third term, when it comes to now, the third term is for robot. So when it's a robot that do the work on AI, what happened to the people them? What they work on? So you saw this brother are really more dangerous. And that's why I study him from a longer time. I say, well then, you know how long I call out this man says a dictator? How I move? I'm not you know what my blogger utter that, you know. But I not care. Them I go outside. But that is when me outside from years ago. And I can pull up back my video them. From them years ago me I talk about it's a dictator. So when I come when I see, because it come now when I see it. Because some things will come. When I hear nothing yet, you know. Just wait till touch rascal. This a year soon done. A year soon done. But 2026, God nyam dog nyam suffer. Plenty. Yeah man. Dog I gonna nyam suffer plenty. Believe you me. Nothing gonna hear nothing yet. Not see nothing yet. Not see nothing yet. Not hear nothing yet. And then we're going to start to soon start come out and start to talk like oh me a talk, man. No big bloggers. You know not talk about it's a dictator. We don't just utter it 1 and 2 times, but then I proceed with it. I know so well and that is it. That is the time is it. Where this guy, because even Abraham Terror from Africa there, I call out this man is so hard and I tell you what him is. You know say it in so many words, but if you listen Abraham when talk, and we can play a clip of that. Because I go have them video to play, because that's my strong argument, you know, for my contents, them, you know. You know what I mean? So my things, them, just have to really know so well and they try to deal with something where will come to pass and have to come to pass. Because Jamaica now open up them eye quick enough. We have warned them long time, you know. They must sleep too long. So we must say, well then, this man have a spell upon Jamaican. And when we see I go on something right. But anyway, they're going to listen where Diane Miller say.
Miller, thank you so much for joining me. Time for tea. So I did a video about the delay in appointing directors to the Integrity Commission, and I'd asked if it was the Governor General holding up the appointments. This was because the Integrity Commission had said that they had sent the recommendations for the new directors to King's House months ago. Now, the Governor General, the GG, can't block those recommendations. By law, he has to appoint the directors recommended by the Integrity Commission. According to the Constitution, he can ask the Commission once to think again, to reconsider the names, but if the Commission sends back the same names, he has to appoint them. So outside of that very limited ability to ask them to reconsider, he doesn't have a say in who the Commission wants to appoint as directors. The Governor General now sent out a statement on this issue, and here it is. King's House said every measure has been taken to resolve the matter lawfully and expeditiously. The Integrity Commission's recommendations for the positions of Director of Corruption Prosecution and Executive Director, received in June and July 2025, departed from the long-established precedent guiding such appointments. After the Commission refuted efforts to resolve the matter, His Excellency sought a formal...
Let me tell you, this commission here, him at the head of the corruption, Imagine. Him not do the people work. Him not do the king work, Him not do the party work. And that's why Andrew Wallace, I get away with everything. Believe you me. That's why I get away with everything. Yo.
opinion from the Attorney General's chambers to ensure that his actions were consistent with law and constitutional propriety. That opinion was shared with the Commission, which has since complied with the administrative precedent. The Governor General will therefore proceed to invite the recommended individuals to take and subscribe to the prescribed oaths of office. So based on this, right, the Governor General is apparently taking issue with the fact that the Integrity Commission changed how they were dealing with King's House in relation to these appointments. By the way, it's the Governor General who gets to appoint the commissioners of the Integrity Commission after consultation with the Prime Minister and the Leader of the Opposition. Then the commissioners recommend who they want as director.
You want to break the law, dragging feet, and see if they so they can find somebody who will compromise, because he's supposed to sign off on what the IC them come up with. Him no law, nobody no vote for him to change nothing and spin nothing. But that him a do. He suit the Prime Minister. That's why I say them all unite together. Boy, I forgot jail, man.
And as I said, the GG has to make the appointments, although he can ask them once to reconsider. So the Integrity Commission has a new chair, retired Justice Carol Lawrence Beswick, and it looks as if under the new chair, the Commission had decided not to follow whatever administrative precedent was there. So the GG apparently wanted this old practice followed. The Integrity Commission wouldn't back down. Instead of going ahead and making the appointments, which he can't block, he goes and gets a legal opinion, which obviously told him that he could insist on this precedent. Having forced the Integrity Commission to follow this administrative precedent, the GG says he's now ready to make the appointments. Appointments he couldn't block. First and foremost, the whole of them need to come out and tell us what is going on here, right? Having gone this far down the wicket, King's House should just have come out and told us what is this administrative precedent that the Integrity Commission wouldn't follow. And if he won't do it, the Integrity Commission should, especially given the tone of the statement from King's House.
Yeah, man, a little brother call himself Governor General, One little blood clot, sneaking, corrupted boy, Me I tell you that, When he's supposed to do the people work, He don't give a shit about the people, Never even come out and talk nothing. Because I hold up the process to suit Andrew Wallace. And that's not supposed to be like, yeah, me tell you something. There's a dictator country around, man. That gone from long time out of the gate. And everybody asleep. Everywhere everybody asleep. Yeah.
And Sir Patrick's suggestion that he had to force the Integrity Commission to follow this mysterious precedent. The Integrity Commission now needs to explain itself to the public. Now, I've criticized the Integrity Commission before because of how they do things, right? Then go on sometimes like they're book smart and not street smart. Sometimes you have to be smart, you have to be strategic, and come on, what is it for? What is it for, right? Fight the fights that need fighting. Why is the Integrity Commission fighting the GG over what has to be a relatively unimportant administrative procedure? And why am I saying it's relatively unimportant when it hasn't been publicly said what it is? Because it must be relatively unimportant because of what I said earlier. The GG cannot block the appointments. So go ahead, follow precedent, move right along. This was the Integrity Commission wasting time and not being smart, right? I don't know if it's turf them fighting over or whatever, but fight the fights that need fighting. This was not a fight that needed fighting, right? Wanna waste time on foolishness. Keep your eye on the ball, which in this case was the appointments, which the GG can't block. What? So do whatever administrative thing he wanted you to do and move right along, especially since clearly you used to do it anyway, and see now you've been forced to do it and now you look bad. Now, King's House going to get this legal opinion also, by the way, to me, sounds like a completely unnecessary and time-wasting storm in a teacup. But hey, it's a King's House teacup, and if you drink tea at King's House, you have to drink it in the proper way, all right? Having said...
Yeah, man, things, you can see clearly the Governor General work on behalf of Andrew Wallace. Because them all in the spoils, Boy, me tell you say, the mafia gang here, hard, and tough, Jamaica can't crack it. Even so, people can't crack it, but what me I try to say, people can crack it, because people power is people power. It happens all over the world. But on Jamaica, everybody quiet. On Jamaica, everybody quiet. So the people, them now rise up. Them gonna get rid of everything. And I saw dictator have a rascal whole and a country when them really in control. And right now them in control. Them in control. Because them have the JDF, JCF, the media, because the media one big part, you know. The PSOJ, yo, me I tell you, say, me no know. Jamaica no see, and everybody are rave and enjoy themselves and forgot about the real.
This are it.
Oh, me I tell you to Rasla. No, sir. Jamaica just relax and a sleepwalk. What happened to them the youth there? Them have, look, them good pan everything. But when it comes to them rights, them future, and them, look what go on with all the police, them and them killing them. You should supposed to rise up. But instead of them rise up, them they party every night. Yeah man, them they party every night. That's all it is. I mean, you massacre come talk about a young people time. Young people time, you sound bad mind, brother. One time you used to rate you know, but you're talking because it's not what your name, you know. I will come out your fucking mouth. Because you try for your cartel embrace you and you're trying to look like some bad mind thing. And you never reach cartel status in a music. May I tell you that now. No matter how you try and because it's not mouth, you know, it works. Your mouth not do it, it works. So you talk about a young people time. Why you don't get up and talk the corruption with the Prime Minister I deal with if you talk about young people time? Young people useless like you because young you talk. I mean, there's no sense in it. You know, put your mouth where your money is. Instead of you watch other people and talk about young people time and you undermine somebody success, although them embrace you. Right? Artists want to respect the people them who are coming them thing from a longer time, you know, who keep the thing going so one can get peace of it. Right? Wanna do that. Young people is important, yes. Everybody have to be young before them old. Everybody usually be somebody young before they reach certain age. So tap your shit about young people time because young people time and the Prime Minister go on like that, I want to see that. To get up and rise like Hong Kong and all other countries young people rise up. Come on, stop the idiot thing. And just do your music and try. And not try if you step in a man boot you can't step in. Another set go. Some of you just drop in a little bit too. Yeah.
That though, let me get to what I think is a really problematic part of this statement and why I said the Governor General is acting inappropriately and needs to step back. The final paragraph says His Excellency has also resubmitted his concerns on legislative gaps in the Integrity Commission Act to the Prime Minister for parliamentary review. Now look, when news first broke, that the Governor General had submitted recommendations for amendments to the Integrity Commission Act earlier this year, a lot of us raised our eyebrows, because why is the Governor General making recommendations for legislative amendment, especially in a politically sensitive area? And trust me, anything to do with the Integrity Commission is politically sensitive. This is what the Gleaner reported. In a rare move, now let me stick a pin to say I've actually never ever seen this. But things can happen that you don't know about. So let's stick with rare. In a rare move, Governor General Sir Patrick Allen has submitted formal recommendations to a joint select committee reviewing the Integrity Commission Act, proposing legislative changes aimed at what he says would enhance the efficiency, transparency, and independence of the Integrity Commission. In his June 6, 2025 submission seen by the Sunday Gleaner, Sir Patrick highlighted what he described as ambiguity in leadership authority within the Integrity Commission. He also pointed to concerns over staffing and compensation, and he complained that he wasn't formally notified of the appointment of Ranif Lawrence as Acting Director of Corruption Prosecution. Now just remember, that was an appointment that was very controversial and it was opposed by government members. And the GG was saying he wants the law to be amended to ensure that he's notified of these acting appointments. Look, let's be clear. This office is supposed to be a neutral office, right? Whenever you talk about the office, the head of state, office of the Governor General as a representative of the head of state, this is all you hear. It's supposed to be a neutral office. It's a symbol of national unity, yada, yada, yada. That's supposed to be the whole point. So what is Sir Patrick Allen doing? Wading into controversial waters dealing with the Integrity Commission Act. The same Integrity Commission, by the way, with which he is now in a public spot. Having said that, why is he making recommendations for legislative changes at all?
Because the corruption is part of the rascal thing. That means I say, him at the head of the thing, you know, and he keeps so quiet, so simple. Like him can't mash hands. Like he's Mr. Goody Two Shoe. He's the head of the corruption boss, the mafia gang, right? The Jamaica Lion Party. Him at the head of it. That's why them can't keep on doing what them doing, getting away with it. Because black can't touch them too tough, you know. Because when we say touch them, I mean we can talk and expose them a lot, but them know if spin it. And once the big media, them now rascal go out there and investigate. Justice system are the same thing. So them give them leniency all the while. Leniency all the while them give them. So to walk on, cement that give them much rascal $100,000 US for run election. Give them all the blacks, them what they want, and the cement. Yeah, I'm going to tell you something, you know. Well, not the blacks, the cement them. And that's why it's only Andrew Wallace and his wife control them thing there, you know. Black and cement. Well, I don't cement company and make black anyway. But them gonna control the black company as well. Because them owning everything. In fact, them gonna have them one black country black company with bill black. Because if she bill that massive complex, $800 million, and them have do things all over the place, and I just up this alone. So them in a the rascal thing with the cement. Yeah, I'm not for club, you don't know, you know. No, sir. Sometimes I don't know. It's like when me talk, it's like me get dizzy. Cause it's like that bring on stress, and come me not start because I want to talk, you know. So I might think different from a lot of people think. Me just talk and let out my steam. When I know say, well then, no right. Well, it's all wrong. A lot of people afraid to talk about Governor General. He's a piece of narcissist and crook. He's supposed to protect him, but them not do nothing. Get a bag of money, living at the biggest rascal house the taxpayers are pay for. And them are different blood clot, boy. Imagine, you know. And nobody no vote for the brother there, you know. He's selected by hand. The public don't vote for him. Public don't vote for him, you know. Why? I don't know.
It's not that we don't have laws that need amending, you know. We always have, and we certainly still do. For instance, for years we've had advocacy groups, right, telling us that the law allowed the government to lock up children who had done nothing wrong once the court labeled them uncontrollable. Scores, if not hundreds of children were affected by this, you know. Lock up, you know, having done nothing wrong. Gigi never take that on.
A dictator did think that way, you know. They come up with some rascal, Jaconi law, you know. A dictatorship that too. Because the poor people are going to go through them things, you know. And for them uptown people, you know. So all them things, they make it more, see, when we see, it's a dictator that are going from a longer time, but why people now pick it up? Because the media, them not going to say it. Because the media in them pocket. They have to do as them say. And that's all it is. So again, big up yourself, Dean Jackson Miller. Enough of them now come talk like you with that. Them hush. Yeah, man. Call out the brass lad, Governor General. Because you have a face where them know. When you talk, them are go hear. Yeah. And that's why I play it. Yeah, man. No joke.
For years, we've had problems with our Domestic Violence Act, which is inadequate, which has needed amendment for years. Never hear Gigi take that on.
Yeah.
We have problems with our environmental laws, which have had loopholes and gaps that are...
That boy don't take on nothing, man. Him not take, you know, him silent on every fucking thing. Because from you see, he make Andrew Wallace call an election a COVID. You don't want more than that, you know. Some people now look on them things there. Because they're not gears.
Affect how we protect our natural resources. Never hear Gigi take that on. But the Governor General, Sir Patrick Allen, has chosen now to make recommendations for legislative amendments to the Integrity Commission Act. This is an extremely important office, right? The Integrity Commission, that is now under constant attack by politicians. Anything to do with the Integrity Commission right now is deeply controversial. The Commission has strong supporters, it has strong detractors. You probably couldn't find a more divisive issue in Jamaica right now than one dealing with the Integrity Commission. Also, this is one in which partisan politicians are deeply involved. And this is what the Governor General decides to take on, making recommendations to change the leadership structure of the Integrity Commission, calling for changes to how acting appointments are made again.
What the fuck you want to do that? I'm not running the country. He's just there as a representative. You see, I'm not sure say, this is to me I say, you know, corruption are deep, you know. The mafia rascal gang are deep, you know. In this government, you know. The man will come out and talk a lot of things where I'm the Jamaican, when he's supposed to talk about as a Governor General. Now I mix up himself in the politics. Because he represent the King of England, you know. And you see the King of England, him can't talk nothing about politics, you know. Well, you know, see it. So he's supposed to follow the same fucking thing. I don't know, that's why I say Jamaica sleep, what the people must sleep. They must sleep. Bad too. This man is supposed to just sign off on the thing. When I try, how I make laws. You know, so he's gone too far. The King of England can't do nothing like that in the politics. But he's at the head of the country. So this rascal Governor General try to amend things and I do this and that. So what the opposition yo, I don't know. All some rascal things should have beat from the opposition side and all this now. So I don't know. I'm just saying I don't fucking know. I just don't know. Very sticky and stucky out there. Very sticky and stucky out there. Yes, brother. In a bandage. Slavery come back again. You call this mental slavery. We're out of the shackle. But I think the mental slavery even better than the shackle. To me look on it right, you know. Because this is thing where people, then you have a lot of people are hang themselves at Jamaica. I take them on 3 points. Man and woman. People who have progressive life, you do all this. Woman will pretty like money, model, will win Miss Jamaica or something like that. And she's gonna go on to bigger things. Young girl. So that say it all. Yeah, man.
Against the background of a highly controversial acting appointment? No. This by the Governor General is completely inappropriate and out of line. He's overstepping, he's going into arenas he has no business in, and he's taking on issues on which he needs to be silent. Look.
Someone have to know, you that big of yourself, Dan Jackson Miller. Look here, that's right. Yeah, man, I have to give you an encore for that, because you take it head on. You have the evidence. Same thing where you have the opposition, them supposed to have it. All them not come out and attack, all of them supposed to have make the card. Them is the opposition for the people. Them is the people's opposition to counteract the government. And you take it on. I say that's why I show it and I make an argument and my argument. When I talk so you can make some rascal sense down the line and people can get the drift. Yeah, man. Man, I overstepping mark. When it's a over, you know, over rascal stepping in mark as a governor general. It's nothing to do with him changing the law or nothing like that. But because he want to that Andrew Wallace sit down and talk and that's them all in the body club. So them plan what them are going to do and plan what they want to do to get them where. And if the opposition keeps silent like that, it's going to happen for them. We're going to watch his space anyway. We're going to watch his space.
The office of the Governor General, you know, is one I normally pay absolutely no attention to, and that's exactly how it should be. So personally, I actually never cared much if we replace the office of the Governor General with one of a local head of state, a local president with exactly the same powers. Didn't have strong feelings about it one way or the other. Having seen all this unfold, though, my opinion is changing. What is changing to do? That's another video for another day. So what do you think about all of this? Comment below. Keep it civil, all right? Like the...
Boy, oh boy, I want a serious thing. Very serious thing I go on in Jamaica. But people are asleep, and that's all I can say. The youths them, instead of them really wake up, you have a few youths like the youth they talk about where Andrew Wallace try to cow down. But them youth there, a lot of them young youth that are foreign still, you know, because them say the future, them youth that go to foreign, because the movement kind of break down. You know, say that again. So a lot of people migrate. They can't wrong them, because them have a bigger future. Them educated so them can migrate and them better off. But so them go to see all the play and a lot of people gone, man. And just a little people want to try to run with Palmer's clad, boat and go across the border and things like that. No. People are going in them drones. I run left this thing, the youths them. Like get the youths them now, all them know to do is fucking rave, floss. Every night the party them ram it out. We never see them on a little protest. A protest is something good for the country. When them gonna want to do that, it's gonna be too fucking late. Yeah, man. It's gonna be too late. It's gonna be too late. And it's no joke about that. We give Dan Jackson another encore, because I love that. Because you come out and you talk, and you talk about things them. Big up you for that. Yeah, man. And that's true, you have to big up for that. Yeah, encore twice. Double encore. So we love that. But overall, as I'm saying, Andrew Wallace is a full dictator now. Him develop now. Him a flash it, him can't do anything, give a shit. Yeah. Him apologize to Abraham other day. Him do something upon that. Play that video there too. And a half of money. The man tell him go stick it up in my ass. Cause yeah, me I tell it to Ross, lad, say. Man said I need him Ross money. And still beat him. Still beat him bad. But people can't go and sleepwalk. Me alright, Me alright. But we just better start for the people them and for the younger generation them, because them, not the little rich people them who are the little 1 and 2 kids them, Because it look like them use, you see, without ghetto people, the economy can't move, And them breed up. Uptown people don't know what for rascal kid. 1 and 2. If one of them have 3, them have enough. But it's only if it just take notice on that, you know. But I mean I tell you. So ghetto people, at them turn over the economy. And at them get the most stress and the most brutalization from the government. Wonder why? Wonder why? I don't know. But very, very, very tricky and sad. But anyway, people, leave it at that. Out and running, out and gunning, out.
A big sound up here, big tune. Ja holy Emmanuel, boy. Ja Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. Well, Gideon go busting out them head again. So much oppression, poor people face right now. Them crying out for freedom. Them crying out for free speech. Then said them want to stand up like them black liberators, like Malcolm X and Martin Luther. And the ancient monarchy will come pave the way, sir. Free up black people from me tear down them fence, yeah. Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. Well, the Gideon go busting out them head. I listen, I the power of the Trinity. Give us the teaching of His Majesty. And we know war, no devil philosophy. Not until level for man's skin is abnormal, significant well to the color of his eye. Remember all the word on in a
Man, Sticky Stocky TV. If your finger is not sticky, subscribe. But if your finger sticky, do not subscribe on Sticky Stocky TV. Big up yourself, King Gagan Street.